Just total destruction. Everything we've grown up with and lived with our family with was gone.
Without question, Katrina left an unprecedented legacy of destruction. However, in the months following Katrina, valid questions remained about the causes of the massive path of damage that stretched from coastal Louisiana to New Orleans, then eastward for more than 120 miles across the Mississippi and Alabama coasts. Prior to this research, almost all of the post-storm wind analyses of Hurricane Katrina failed to take into account the existence of collapsing cores and the many types of rotational winds. As a result, wind speed maximums on the Mississippi coast were shown to be far less than what actually occurred.
Of an outer eye wall was revealed when dropson data from the hurricane was analyzed.
The storm began what we call an eye wall replacement cycle, which is where the inner eye wall becomes surrounded by another eye wall. And this outer eye wall forms from a coalescence, if you will, or a merger of outer spiral bands of squalls. And so ultimately the storm will end up with two eye walls, one inside of the other, and there'll be very strong winds with each eye wall. Lapses of precipitation down through this very strong wind in the eye wall can help bring that wind down to the ground in very, very strong gusts.
Eye wall produced northeast and east wind gusts well in excess of 100 miles per hour. The wind flow from the east and northeast actually opposed the buildup of water along the immediate coast, delaying the storm surge. In this waterfront view in Gulfport, Mississippi, easterly winds of hurricane force are blowing water to the west along the shore while the surge tries to move onshore. It was not until the eye made landfall near Pass Christiana and Waveland that the wind became southerly along the coast and the maximum storm surge occurred. Notice the time of arrival of hurricane force wind gusts on the coast, then the time of arrival of the peak storm surge.
It was one of those rare hurricanes in which everything came together: the shape of the coast, the funneling of the storm surge, the extreme power of her winds, and most importantly, the double eye wall structure. For it was the double eye wall structure that made Katrina a monster storm and put strong hurricane force winds and vortices on the coast well before the record storm surge arrived.
By identifying and recognizing the power of the double eye wall, collapsing cores, and rotational wind events, it becomes clear that the winds of Katrina produced extensive damage before the waters came ashore.